Hello everyone and welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian. I'm streaming to you from beautiful Victoria here on the west coast of Canada, not too far from Vancouver, on Vancouver Island in fact. I wish everybody a Happy New Year. I hope your 2022 is off to a fantastic start. Welcome Marjona Boburbek. Good to see many of our regular students. Hi Anatoly and Patel. Welcome to our members. Welcome Khyber. Good to see many students ready to learn. In this class, everyone, we are looking at IELTS Speaking Part 1, and we will be practicing for some Band 9 performances. So we will go over questions, go over strategies, and I will be reaching out to some of our viewers and calling them, and we will be practicing some of these Part 1 speaking questions. Welcome Jainil. Hi Nuthan. Hi Amrinder. Nice to see all of you in the class. Students, for this class, we are going to be using our websites, the integrated chat. This class is presented to you by aehelp.com. For academic IELTS, check us out there. For general IELTS, check us out at gieltshelp.com or generalieltshelp.com. These websites, they look like this. This is our general IELTS website here at gieltshelp.com. All you have to do is click this big red button to join our premium package. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access. Same thing on our academic web portal for the IELTS. It's this big red button here. And again, we are an official British Council IELTS Test Registration Center. We're British Council certified agents. We have been in the IELTS industry for over a decade, and we are world leaders when it comes to IELTS exam preparation. So again, like I say, we will be using these websites. And students, just a reminder, we still have this amazing promotion to help you start 2022 off on a good note. The promotion is, and this is our New Year's special discount for 30%. The discount is iPass 2022, so you can use that discount on our websites simply when you go to the website and you click that big red button. You can use the discount code there, and then you'll get that 30% discount, so make sure to check that out. If you have any questions, students, just send me an email to adrian@aehelp.com. Any questions about IELTS or even university registration? If you have questions about immigration, you can send us that, or about the English language. So adrian@aehelp.com. We've helped many, many people all around the world. So send us a question. We'll get back to you. You can get our apps, Academic IELTS Help. Link it to the academic website, or General IELTS Help, link it to the General IELTS website. Welcome Carolina, our chat moderator. I hope your New Year's is going fantastic so far. Students, we've got a full schedule this week, starting right now with Speaking Part 1. And then tomorrow we'll have Speaking Part 3 for members. We'll finish the listening exam that we started yesterday, and then we'll have more classes on Friday and Saturday as well. So keep tuning in, keep working on your language. This is a speaking session, everyone, right now, so make sure to speak and repeat. And as you can tell, I'm kind of very animated, and my voice goes up and down. It's kind of like a broadcaster style of English, West Coast North American English. This is kind of, you want this kind of English for your IELTS speaking. So in your IELTS speaking, you want this very expressive style of English. You want to sound professional. You want to sound confident. You want your voice to go up and down while you're speaking, so your intonation, your inflections, your deflections, that's what will get you that really high band score. Okay, so make sure to speak and repeat what I say in this class. Pay attention later on to the corrections of other students. That will be very important as well, okay? Because mistakes made by one student or candidate are often made by other candidates as well. They're very common, often, the big mistakes, okay? So let's kick off this speaking. Let's get right into it. So you go to your IELTS speaking interview and it's 12 minutes. You show up early. You practice your speaking in the morning. You use your English before your speaking interview. You go in, you register 20 minutes before your speaking interview starts. Make sure to bring your ID or passport that you used for registration. They will ask for it twice. Once when you register, and then once when you see the examiner, they're going to ask you again. All right. Just before we get into it, Yogesh, I do see your comment, and I see that you got your needed band score. Congratulations on that, Yogesh. I'm happy that I was able to help you. Yogesh, send us an email with a testimonial. We'd love to get your picture and your opinion on our website. Okay, everyone, so you go in and you sit down for your interview and your IELTS examiner will begin. Your examiner will say, "Welcome to the speaking portion of the IELTS exam. My name is Adrian. I will be your examiner for this section. I'm recording this for marking purposes. This is candidate number 7654321. We are currently conducting this exam in London, and the time right now is 13 o'clock. Now, we shall begin. First question always will be, may I see your identification? Give me a nice full sentence answer. Okay, full sentences from the start. Don't just say sure. Okay? You're being professional. When you're being professional, you don't just go sure and then show something, okay? You say, yes, certainly, here it is, please have a look. So when you're being professional, one part of professionalism is to speak in complete sentences because you're speaking in complete ideas, okay? For instance, Arda says, gladly, here is my passport that I used for registration for this exam a couple of weeks ago. Please have a good look at my credentials. Okay, Arda. So that's good. So this is what Arda just said. Okay, in the chat, I literally just copied our member Arda here. Arda, so it's not bad. A little bit of a correction, okay? And it's a nice full sentence, Arda. Except I would take this word out, good. Okay, so yeah, don't include that word. Okay, so take out the word good. And the reason I would take that out, Arda, is because it does sound a little bit cynical. Like, take a good look at my credentials. So I wouldn't include the word good personally. I find that it's a little bit cynical. It's like, of course they're going to have a good look, right? It's what they do. And if they don't have a good look, hey, you don't need to care about that, right? So take that out. All right. Karan Soni says, yes, here's my passport that I used while registering for this exam. So Karan, let me take yours as well. We'll take a couple, and then I'll just show you these kind of small corrections. A really important tip, students, you don't want to make mistakes right at the beginning. It just sounds really bad when you do that. So again, I'm grabbing this out of our chat. Okay. Yeah, avoid mistakes, even small mistakes. So make sure that for answering this question and the question about your name, be sure that you're not making mistakes even with like prepositions or plurals or pronouns, okay? So you have to be very careful, all right? So Karan says, here's my passport that I used while registering for this exam. Okay, there's a missing word there, Karan. You got to include that, okay? All right, so here's a couple of ways to respond to this question. Let's do a bit of repetition just so you're clear. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. May I see your identification? Gladly. Here's my passport that I used for registration for this exam a couple of weeks ago. Please have a look at my credentials. Here's my passport that I used while registering for this exam. Please have a look. Okay, those will all work. Okay, those are good. And I see some other good ones as well in the chat. The next question that they will ask you right away is, what is your full name? While they're looking at your passport or your ID card, they will kind of stare at you, stare at the passport, stare at you, stare at the passport. They're matching you up with your information, so don't freak out about that, okay? Just take it easy. You're there to do a job. Be confident, okay? So here we go. This is one of our first responses. So this is by Pandya. And Pandya says, my first name is Krishna and my family name is Pandya. Please just call me by my first name. Yeah, that's great. I mean, you've told them your first name is Krishna, so I'm going to call you Krishna if that's your first name. And that works. Again, you don't have to overdo it. Like, you don't have to talk for a minute introducing your name, but definitely use a full sentence and let them know what you want to be called. They meet with so many people, and people have all kinds of nicknames, and they like to be called by different names, and there's a good chance they will use your name a couple of times in the interview, so to refer to you at the beginning, in the middle, part 2, and the end, so give them your name, okay? All right, let's take one more. Here we go. So again, there's different ways of saying this, and I'm just grabbing this out of the chat here. Sometimes it copies like this, sometimes like that, but this is coming out of the chat. This is coming out of student responses, and I'm just going to, do some corrections where needed. Again, don't make mistakes introducing yourself. It's very hard to get a Band 8 or a Band 9 if you can't correctly introduce yourself in English. That makes sense, right? So don't make mistakes, okay? All right, Abdur Razak says, my full name is Abdur Razak Suleiman Aliyu. Please call me Abdul for short. Very good, Abdul. Yeah, so Abdul would be considered short for Abdur Razak. Sure. And that works, okay? So students, let's do a little bit more repetition. What is your full name? My first name is Krishna and my family name is Pandya. Please just call me by my first name. Okay, Krishna. Now I will ask you a couple of questions to get to know you better and some questions on a general topic. Let's begin speaking part 1. Okay, or repeat after me. What is your full name? My full name is Abdulrazak Suleiman Aliyu. Please call me Abdul for short. Okay, Abdul. For part 1, I will ask you a couple of questions to get to know you better and some questions on a general topic. Okay, and then they start. They start in with their questions, and we're going to do that, and I'm going to spend as much time as possible asking you questions. So I'm going to call our students, everyone, and these questions that many of you have seen before, I'm going to call you and ask you these questions, so give me full sentence answers, okay? Always think answer, explain, example whenever you can. All right, so students, here are the instructions for what we are about to do, okay? It's all right here. I'm going to go through it and then I will show you so it's very clear for everyone. So to volunteer to speak with me and practice an IELTS speaking question, please register a free or a paid account at aehelp.com. That's the website that we're using. Okay. Then you will create a My Student account. It's very quick. You can do it in this class while I'm speaking. You only need your email and your password to create the account. So create your account, get into your My Student account, and then you're going to see this kind of blue button in there. I will show you that in a moment. It's called Student Partner Speaking. And this is a really important one, students. Make sure that you have a microphone and speaker that's enabled. I recommend using a headset if you want good quality connection and audio. And then keep the window open. And then you can message me in the chat. So not in the class, but actually message me in the chat. I want to volunteer. And then just wait for me to click and connect with you. Okay, I will try to connect with as many students and different students as I can. So I will ping you. Okay, so let me go through these steps. This will be super clear in a moment, and then we will connect with some students. So here's our website, aehelp.com. Okay, you can create a free account by clicking this green button, or you can create a premium account by paying and getting our course, and I recommend that. Again, we have that super awesome discount for 30%. It's iPass 2022. Okay, and then once you do that, you have this My Student account that's way up at the top there. Okay, so you click on that My Student account. And by the way, students, you can use this with other students, of course, and this is open to everyone. And then you click on this Student Partner Speaking. Okay, Student Partner Speaking, and you're good to go. If you ever want to book a full IELTS mock speaking interview with me, just click this yellow button, the speaking interview practice, and you can do that. That one's a paid service. Right now we're using this Student Partner Speaking. You have to accept our policy that you're going to speak nicely and be polite with everyone when you're using this service. Okay, and then you open this window, and in this window you see that there are lots of students already here. You have Bavin, Mukhmam Dayub, Anvarjanov, Karan, Wachirawit, Pachu, Tatiana, Dang, Marjona, Mandy, me. So when you're in here, and then you can message me by clicking this blue button, and I see that I have Tatiana already messaging me. So let's reach out to Tatiana to start, kind of give everybody an idea, and I will message you back, making sure that you are ready. So are you ready? Okay, so Tatiana just messaged me, so let's see if we can connect with her. Tatiana says, yeah. Here we go, everyone.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, Tatiana. Good afternoon to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
That's awesome. Tatiana, if I'm not mistaken, you have volunteered in the past. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's great. So you have a good idea of how this works, right?
Sure.
Okay. All right, excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back to the questions. I will ask you a speaking part one question, answer with a full sentence, and then I will give you a band estimate and analyze your response. Are you ready?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I am.
Okay, good. All right. So here we go. These are still part of the introductory questions. Where do you live?
I live in Moscow, Russia. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment with a roommate. I live in a block of flats in the suburbs of Moscow, and I share, as I said, I share a flat with my roommate.
Okay.
I live on the 18th floor.
Okay. All right. All right. Good. Let me just finish this. 18th floor. It's high up.
Yeah.
You have a good view, I'm sure. Okay.
Yes, and strong winds around the house.
All right. If you have good ceiling around the windows. Okay. All right. So good. Okay, that was pretty good, Tatiana. I would give you easily a band 7.5. I think your pronunciation is quite good. It's quite clear. You're fluent. The reason I'm not giving you a higher band score is because you're being a bit sporadic with your answer. Sporadic means that you're jumping around. You said, at the beginning, you said, I live in Moscow, Russia. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment with my roommate. You can just stop there, and I'll give you a band 8. What you did after, you're actually decreasing your score because you're circling back and you're trying to fill in words. And that makes me think that, oh, those are words that you're just remembering now and you want to add in, right? So this is not just for you, this is for everybody. When you feel like you finished your answer, just stop. Don't put the examiner in a position where they're starting to guess your language because you're trying to add fillers to your language. Do you see what I mean? So later you said, like, I think you said I live in the suburbs of Moscow, Russia, or was it something different?
Yeah, in the suburbs.
Okay, yeah, so if you remember to say that at the beginning, that's great because I can give you more lexical resource scores. So I live in the suburbs, which means,
Probably,
yeah, which means,
sorry, probably it's a good idea to go from a bigger to smaller, so from city, then district, then house, then a floor, and then the apartment.
yeah, so the more structure you have, certainly the better the communication. So you could say, I live in Russia, in the suburbs of Moscow, in a 3-bedroom apartment on the 18th floor with a roommate. That would be, sorry, that would be your most structured way to go about this, for sure, right? But again, I think that your first initial answer was not bad. You just kept talking, and that's where you made me second guess the score that I should be giving you. So I think if you would have stopped at the beginning there, I could have given you like half a band more for being just more confident and clear with your answer. Yeah, and you ended up repeating, like, and as I said, I live with a roommate. The examiner will catch it, so you only need to say it once, okay? So, so don't repeat the same idea within the same question. Okay.
I just remembered that the answers were liberated. The answers in the previous videos about living were quite elaborated.
Yeah, so again, you'll have, they're going to ask you at least 10 questions. So you'll have lots of chances to express yourself and show your fluency. So as long as you're giving full sentence answers in the beginning and you're building up your confidence, just stop and then, as you remember, okay, I got to give more details. I should give an example. Then, save that for the next question and then build it up and you'll get a better score that way, okay?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, yeah, and again, the reason why, Tatiana, is because band 8, band 9, it's not native speaker. That's where a lot of people make mistakes. They think that that means it's a native speaking level. But no, band 7 is already considered a native speaking level. Band 8, band 9 are people who are expert communicators, which means that they have a high degree of clarity and structure in their communication. Does that make sense?
Yes, but this is exactly my aim.
Okay.
Get 8.5 or higher.
And I think you can do it. I think you can do it. Just pay attention to those details, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good job. Thank you so much, Tatiana, for being our first volunteer today. Awesome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, everybody. So give Tatiana an applause. She did a great job. She was our first volunteer. And you can tell that Tatiana, she's volunteered before. She knows what's going on. And you can tell she's confident, so she's building confidence. So volunteering in these live classes is a great way to build some confidence as well. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take another volunteer here. Let's see if Dang is available for a quick call. And I'm going to hop around. So if you see me miss your name, don't worry. I'm going to move around in the chat. So just because I scrolled past you, don't think I'm not going to contact you, okay? So I'm reaching out to Dang. I'm going to see if Dang is available. Okay, and Dang says they have an upcoming test. Okay, so here we go. Hello, Dang.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. So you have an upcoming test.
Sorry?
I see in the chat that you wrote that I got a test upcoming.
Yeah, I got a test on 15 January, so I hope you can help.
Awesome. I will do my best. May I ask, why are you taking the IELTS exam?
I have to take it because I got I'm grade 12 now, so I'm gonna take a test in this May to apply in an university. So it's very important to me.
Okay, got you. All right. So this is still kind of a warm-up question that they might ask you when they're getting you a bit comfortable and getting to know you. So they might ask you a question like this: what do you like about your home?
Yeah. So I'm gonna answer it now, or
Yeah, I'll ask it one more time, and then just give me a nice full sentence answer. So one more time. Here we go. What do you like about your home?
what I love about my home is firstly, it's a lovely home, and I can feel much joy in it as long as I stay in my home till I'm going to the university. Secondly, my home is located in a village, so when I step outdoors, I can feel the joyful that my neighborhood bring to me. It's a pleasure to be with them till I grown up. Yeah.
Let's talk about beverages. Okay. All right. So I caught a bit of that. Okay, so let me give you some feedback. Firstly, your band score. I think you would get a band 5.5 to 6. Okay, I personally would give you a 6, but I think some examiners might give you a band 5.5. So it's like a 50-50. Okay, I think maybe 5 examiners might give you a 6, 5 might give you a 5.5. You're fluent, so a band 6 is fluent, but you are making some awkward grammatical mistakes, and the information is a little bit confusing. So you again have to really practice structure. And this is something that's related to Tatiana's as well. So structure, and even Tatiana said, yeah, it has to be really structured, like big to small or small to big. In your case, what you want to do, Dang, is you really want to just go answer, explain, example, okay? So give an answer, give an explanation, and then an example, okay?
Yeah.
And keep it simpler. Like I felt that for kind of a icebreaker question at the beginning, you're talking a bit too much and it's a bit confusing, okay? So you said, what I love about my home is firstly, it's a lovely home. That's circular communication. Like what I love about my home is it's a lovely home. It really doesn't say much, right? It just says that you like your home. And then you said, I can enjoy it until I go to university. And so I still don't really know what you love about your home. And to get band 6.5 and higher, you must have clarity in your answer. So your answer has to accurately and clearly answer this question. So your start was okay because it was a good paraphrase. So what I love about my home is that it is spacious and bright. It has big windows. This is, and then here I will give an example, right? So this is why I love to sit by the window and read a book, as I did this morning before this exam. Okay? So that would be just a much clearer response. Then I go, okay, so what Dang loves about his home is that it's bright and spacious. Why? Because he likes reading books. He likes to sit by the window and read a book. Okay, so a little bit more structured and direct. That's what you want to practice before your exam. Okay? All right, so I'm going to read the question, and then please give me this response again, the corrected response. Okay, so I will read it, I will say it, and then you copy me. Sounds good?
Okay.
Okay, so what do you like about your home? What I love about my home is that it is spacious and bright. It has big windows. This is why I love to sit by the window and read a book, as I did this morning before this exam. Okay, here we go, Dang. What do you like about your home?
What I love about my home is that it is spacious and bright. It has big windows. This is why I love to sit by the window and read a book, as I did this morning before this exam.
Good. Okay, so when you have that fluency and that clarity, you can get a 6.5. And I know that because you want to go to university, ideally you need to get at least 6.5, right? So that should be your target. Okay, so really focus on this. And students, when we're doing this kind of repetition that I just did with Dang, do the same. So please repeat the corrected responses so that you know what to say for these kinds of questions so you can get those high band scores. Okay, Dang, thank you so much for volunteering, and I wish you the best of luck on your exam on the 15th. So students, please give Dang an applause and wish him luck for his exam.
Thanks, Adrian.
You're most welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that was Dang. Very good, very good. All right, let's take somebody else. So here's Mandy. Let's reach out to Mandy. Okay. All right, let's see if Mandy's available. Are you ready? Let's see if Mandy's still here. I know Mandy has an upcoming exam as well. Okay, so here we go. Hi, Mandy.
Hello, Adrian.
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. All right, Mandy, I know that we've already had a full IELTS speaking interview, right?
Yes, we have.
Okay, so you know how this works quite well, which is great. And I saw that you sent me some emails, so I did see those, and I will get back to you a little bit later today, okay? All right, Mandy, so let's practice a question, and then I'll give you some feedback, okay?
Okay.
All right, so here we go. So at this point, once the examiner asks you a couple of questions, there's a good chance that they will introduce the topic of part one. They should. So they'll say something like, let's talk about beverages. Okay. Now, when the examiner says this topic, beverages, let's talk about beverages, right away, Mandy, in your head, you should be thinking about some words that are synonyms of beverages. What words are similar to beverages?
I'm thinking drinks.
Mm-hmm. What else?
That's all I can think of. Right
Okay, refreshments, right?
Okay,
Juice, water. So any idea that comes to mind that is a beverage, right? Maybe some alcoholic drinks as well, if it's appropriate in your country. So, those kinds of words come to mind, and those will become useful when you're being asked these questions. So as soon as they introduce that topic, you should go, okay, beverages, so like juice, water, refreshments, so on, okay? All right, okay, so here we go. Let's talk about beverages. How often do you drink juice?
I think I do drink juice quite often. I would say every day. I try to live a healthy life, so that's what I've been relying on lately.
Okay. Very good. It's a very nice answer. You would get a band 8 to 9 for that, for sure, okay, depending on how you do for the rest of the interview. It was very fluent, very natural. You had great emphasis. You had very good up and down in your voice. So again, like I said to you before, like I can hear that you are bilingual, like English is one of your languages, for sure. Okay, what you did really well, because to get Band 8 and 9, it's not enough students to be bilingual or to even be a native speaker of English, but you have to communicate really well. So what Mandy did really well here is reflected the question. I do think I drink juice quite often. Quite often is a nice expression. And then you quantified that. So you gave me an idea of what that means. You said, I would say every day. Okay, every day means, okay, you're drinking juice every day. And then you said, I tried to live a healthy life, so that's why I've been relying on it lately. Okay, so juice is healthy. You use some nice complex grammar here. I've been relying on it is present perfect progressive grammar. That's the level of grammar complexity that the examiners are looking for those high band levels, like I've been relying on it, and you use that well. There's one missing kind of element that would have guaranteed your band 9. So here I'm still, I'm thinking like, okay, she's maybe 8, maybe 8.5, maybe a 9, but there's something that you can do to help me as the examiner go, okay, she's a band 9 for sure. She's very professional. What do you think that is, Mandy? What's missing from this response?
Maybe an example of
Yeah.
juice I drink.
Yeah. Can you give me a quick example on the end of this sentence?
Okay, I prefer to drink pineapple juice. That's my favorite.
Okay, it's not bad. That's still more of an answer. What I would recommend is your example should always be real life. So something that I can like almost reach out and just touch, okay? So your example should be real life, and your example should always be reflective of the question. So the question here is, how often do you drink juice? Try to give me an example that reflects that question.
Okay.
Keep it simple. If you're watching what I'm typing, that will help.
Okay, I'm thinking I usually take orange, pineapple, berries, but my favorite is pineapple.
Okay.
Is that okay?
No, because that would be something that answers the question, what's your favorite type of juice, or what kinds of juice do you drink?
Okay.
How often do you drink juice? A more accurate example would be, I drank a glass of orange juice this morning.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so I drank a glass of orange juice this morning. Now, if you want to be super pro, there is a more common way that native speakers say orange juice. Do you know what it is?
I'm not sure.
It's a tricky question. We just say OJ. Orange juice is such a common type of juice that people will just say, I drank a glass of OJ this morning. Okay. All right. So let's go for that super pro. Here we go. I'm going to read the question, the answer, and then I'll ask the question again. Repeat after me. Okay.
Okay, sure.
All right. Here we go. So how often do you drink juice? I think I do drink juice quite often. I would say every day. I try to live a healthy life, so that's what I've been relying on lately. I drank a glass of OJ this morning. Okay. How often do you drink juice?
I think I do drink juice quite often. I'd say every day. I try to live a healthy life, so that's what I've been relying on lately. I drank a glass of OJ this morning, actually.
Perfect. Now it's like I have to give you a band 9 because I can't think of a possibly better answer for that question, right? So it's like, okay, band 9, let's keep going, right? Okay, all right, Mandy, thank you so much for volunteering, and thank you so much for showing all of our viewers what a band 9 really sounds like, okay?
Thank you, Adrian.
All right, we'll talk later. Thanks, Mandy.
All right.
Bye-bye. Okay, that was Mandy, everybody. Give her an applause. She's very confident, and that was a great answer at the end there. Okay, let's take somebody else. So again, students, really pay attention to all of the advice that I'm giving back to each of our callers, simply because these are, again, mistakes and points that most of us have to work on for good communication and for those high band scores. Okay? All right. So let me reach out to Shaheen. Okay. So let's see if Shaheen is ready. Okay, are you ready, Shaheen? Let's see if we can contact Shaheen. By the way, again, students, I highly encourage you to practice with others as well. So this chat interface isn't just for these live classes and isn't just to speak with me. It's also for you to connect with other students. And up at the top here, you have some sample questions that you can use for practicing with each other. So you can even use this before your exam if you've got some good Wi-Fi or a good data plan on your phone. Okay, let me call Shaheen. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, Shaheen.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking.
Awesome. That's a nice full sentence answer. That's how you want to be in your IELTS exam. So thank you for asking is very common for native speakers to say that for that response. So good for you. Okay, so Shaheen, I'm going to ask you part one question. We're going to continue talking about beverages. Give me a nice full
Okay.
sentence answer, and I'll give you some analysis. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. All right.
Okay.
So, sorry, one more time. What is your favorite refreshment?
Actually, I love to drink milk because it feels me really healthy, and it has and there is a really needed vitamins in it. Actually, this morning I had 2 glasses of milk.
Okay. Good. All right. Okay, Shaheen, so right off the bat, I would say that was 5.5 to 6. I would probably give you a 6. Some examiners might give you a 5.5.
Okay.
Some examiners might give you a 6.5 if you keep going this way throughout the interview and pick up your fluency just a bit. Okay, and I'll tell you why, all right? So for you, Shaheen, your answer and your structure was bang on. So it was great, okay? You answered the question very directly. You didn't say like, oh, there's a lot of different types of drinks I like to drink, but the one that I like to drink the most. So you didn't do that, which is good, okay? You were direct with your answer. You said, actually, I love to drink milk, all right? Which was really good. This next part here, it feels me really healthy. I understand you, but it's awkward English. It's grammatically incorrect. It's incorrect use of words. So I feel strong and healthy when I drink it. Okay, would be a little bit better. All right. So you have to really focus on accurate grammar and accurate use of vocabulary, and that comes with practice. So make sure that you practice a lot before your exam. Okay. So. I feel strong and healthy because of drinking it. Every morning. So that's something I think a lot of people would say. And then you said, and there is really needed vitamin in it. You actually forgot the S. So there was kind of an awkward grammar and sentence there. We wouldn't really say that. The way that that would go in correct professional language would be something like, and it contains many essential vitamins, or British people say vitamins. Americans, Canadians, we say vitamins. Such as what? Such as vitamin D, okay, which is the sunshine vitamin. Okay. If you want to get really fancy, you could say also it has calcium. That is good for the bones. Okay, which is fine, but only do that if you know the language. So if you don't know, the word calcium, if you're not confident with saying vitamins, vitamin D, then you want to really just avoid getting yourself into a difficult situation, right? This is especially true in part two. Sometimes candidates will choose an answer for part two that's very difficult to talk about, and that will hurt their score. So kind of, be cautious about what you're choosing as your answer, okay?
Okay.
All right. And then you said, actually, this morning I had 2 glasses of milk. 2 glasses. You can count glasses of milk, right? You can't count milk, but you can count glasses of milk, right? So here we go. I'll read the question, I'll read the answer, and then I'll ask you again and copy the right answer, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. So, what is your favorite refreshment? Actually, I love to drink milk. I feel strong and healthy because of drinking it every morning. And it contains many essential vitamins, such as vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, and it has calcium, which is good for the bones. Actually, this morning I had 2 glasses of milk. What is your favorite refreshment?
Actually, I love to drink milk. I feel strong and healthy because of drinking it every morning, and it contains many essential vitamins such as vitamin D, which is the sunshine vitamin. Also, it has calcium that is good for the bones. Actually, this morning I had 2 glasses of milk.
All right, that was great. So that's what you want to master. That would be a band 9, by the way. If you actually responded like that from your own mind and fluency, I would give you a band 9. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's what you're practicing. Okay, Shaheen, thank you so much. Again, you've got the structure, you've got the idea right. So now just practice the fluency and the grammar accuracy as much as you can. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. You're very welcome. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right. So everybody, please give Shaheen an applause and some thumbs up. I really want you to, support your fellow peers. They're really working hard, and they're very brave to volunteer their language. Okay, here we have Me. Let me just reach out to Me and see if Me is available. I know I can see she's being very patient. I can almost feel her being like, I've been so patient. Okay, let's see if Me is ready. I've scrolled past Me a couple of times, and I can almost feel Me behind me going like, come on, just pick me. So let's see if Me is ready. Hopefully she didn't give up. So Me, if you're still there, let me know. Maybe Me said, I've had enough. I'm going elsewhere. Okay. Oh, no, there's Me. Okay. All right. Okay, Me.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Me.
How are you?
Good. I thought you gave up there for a second. Almost?
Okay, I'm not giving up. I'm still there.
Okay, all right. Okay, Me, I know you volunteered before, so let's do a question, and then I'll give you some feedback, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. So let's talk about beverages. Which kinds of drinks are not healthy and why?
Coke is a good example for unhealthy drinks because it's really sweet and it could make people diabetes. Like I read an article the other day that said that a boy who drank a bottle of Coke a day is now suffered with diabetes.
Okay, drank a Coke a day and now suffers diabetes. Okay. All right. Okay. So I mean that was pretty good. I would give you a band 7 for that. It's very fluent. You're using the language with confidence. You did something interesting that I haven't talked much about, but basically what you did is you inverted the answer, explain, example, and it's okay to do that. So what you did, and this is very important, everyone. So pay attention to this. So what Me did in this case is instead of going an answer, explanation, example, she kind of went the other way. So example, explanation, and then kind of the answer. So Coke is an example of an unhealthy drink because it is really sweet. So carbonated, sugary drinks are unhealthy. Okay, and you can do that, me, but it's definitely more challenging and it's easier to make mistakes. Okay, so your goal on the IELTS exam isn't to tell the truth. Your goal on the IELTS exam isn't to show an extremely dynamic form of language. Your goal on the IELTS exam is to get a high band score. Is that right, me? Would you agree?
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, it's an exam for applications, right? So it's not like, you know, you're not dealing with patients. You're not. It's not your job or your calling in life, right? So careful to only do this kind of strategy if you feel very confident and if you know that you can express yourself clearly. It's often easier to go the other way, and I think, me, you might have made less examples if you did that. Okay, so I would actually go something like this. Sweet carbonated drinks, most pops, are quite unhealthy as they lead to a variety of illnesses such as diabetes. Coke and Sprite would be good examples of this. I met a kid in my class who has diabetes because they've been drinking pop from a young age. Okay, so I think it's easier for the mind to kind of follow that logic and for the language. Okay, so practice it, and I do recommend people to practice both ways. So practice answer, explain, example, or example, explain, answer, but be aware that it's usually easier to go answer, explain, example. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's try it this way. And you had a couple of grammatical mistakes in there, like just to quickly reflect on this, you said is really sweet and it could make people diabetes. It's not it could make people diabetes, it could make people become diabetic. So that's, it's just language in word form, okay? All right, so here we go. Let me ask the question, and then I will say the correct answer, and then you'll repeat after, okay?
All right.
Okay, so which kinds of drinks are not healthy? Sweet carbonated drinks are unhealthy. Most pops are quite unhealthy as they lead to a variety of illnesses such as diabetes. Coke and Sprite would be good examples of this. I met a kid in my class who has diabetes because they've been drinking pop from a young age. So which kinds of drinks are not healthy?
Well, sweet carbonated drinks, most pops are quite unhealthy as they lead to a variety of illnesses such as diabetes. Coke and Sprite would be good examples of this. I met a kid in my class who had diabetes because they've been drinking pop from a young age.
Very good, me. Okay, very, very good. All right, that's great. All right, so me, keep that up. That was a really good example. I thank you for giving us that example of inverting the that order of logic, okay? All right, everyone, give me a round of applause. Give her some thumbs up. She's volunteered a few times now, and I can hear that in your confidence, me, so keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're
Have a
welcome.
good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that was me, everybody. All right. All right, I like how Estella says, good job, me, applause. Nice, wrote it out. All right, let's see if we have somebody else. I think, let's try one more person here. Let's see if Atul is still available. So, hi, Atul, are you ready? Okay, and by the way, notice students that a couple, like Mandy and me, they used present perfect as well in their responses, which is really good. Okay, so make sure to do that. Okay, so Atul, let's see if Atul is ready. Atul says, yes, I am, double exclamation mark. So let's reach out to Atul. Hi, Atul. can hear Atul picked up, but I don't hear Atul's microphone. So I wonder, Atul, if your microphone is enabled on your browser. Usually when somebody picks up and it's not ringing anymore and I just kind of hear silence, it usually means that the microphone is not set up correctly, because I should hear some kind of a sound when your microphone is working properly. Okay, so check into that. Okay, Atul, check your microphone settings and I'll come back to you at a later time, if not today, then next time. Okay, so keep checking back. Okay, so we're gonna leave Atul for now. And again, students, the best way to make sure that you can connect with me in the live classes is try reaching out to other students and testing out your microphone and your system on your end, okay? All right, let's reach out. We've got lots of volunteers. That's beautiful. I wonder how long our list goes. Ooh, look at that. Look at all the students you get to practice with. Okay, let's try Marjona. Very last one on the list here. Okay. All right, Marjona, are you ready? I know Marjona is a regular viewer of ours, and I'm not sure if they've had a chance to volunteer. So Marjona's almost always in these classes, which is fantastic. Yeah, so you never know who I'll pick out of that list that I see, so make sure that you stay confident. And here we have Marjona at the bottom here. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Marjona. How are you?
I am good. Thanks for asking.
Awesome. I've always wondered, am I pronouncing your name right? Is it Marjona or
Yeah,
Marjona?
of course, your pronunciation good.
Okay, so
It's true, Marjona. Yeah.
it's Marjona. It is Jonah. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it's Yona or Jonah. Okay, Marjona. All right. And I believe this is the first time that we're connecting. Is that right?
Yeah. Before I also tried, but due to my microphone or something problem with internet, we couldn't.
I see. Okay. And may I ask, where are you right now, Marjona, in this big world of ours?
I am in Tashkent, capital city of Uzbekistan, as you know.
Okay, yes, I do. So you're in Uzbekistan. That's awesome. And why are you taking the IELTS exam?
In the future, I want to go to Canada for my university studies, so I need to take an IELTS.
Awesome. And what do you plan to study in university?
I want to study in University of Toronto in economics fair.
Excellent. Yeah, very powerful school. It's one of the top 100 universities in the world, University of Toronto.
Thank you.
So it's a good goal. Okay, so here we go. I'll ask you a question and then I'll give you some analysis and feedback. Sounds good?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so let's talk about beverages. Where can you buy some delicious beverages near your home?
I often go to the markets to buy my favorite juices, such as like orange juice or some milkshakes. It's not far from my house, so I can say I go there twice a day.
Okay. All right, I think I got most of that. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, so I would comfortably give you a band 7. Firstly, I can tell that you're nervous. Okay.
Yes, sure.
So, yeah, so first time, you're a bit nervous, and that's common.
It's my first time.
Yeah, and you'll shake that. So you'll shake those nerves when you volunteer. So keep coming back, keep volunteering in the future as well, and you'll see it's not the end of the world. The sun will shine tomorrow. So, and when you have good English, and this is for all of our viewers out there, you have good English, be confident with your English. I mean, I always tell clients, like, I would love to be able to speak Uzbek or Russian at the level that you speak English. That would be incredible. So be confident, be proud of your achievement, okay?
Same.
Yeah, absolutely. You've earned it, right? Okay, so your answer was quite good. However, you need more clarity, right? And it's when we're nervous, it's hard to have clarity. That's the big problem about being nervous, is that it's hard to... Go
I
ahead.
forgot some vocabularies.
Yeah, and when we're nervous, we forget vocabulary, we forget what we want to say, we forget organization. So we get flustered is the word in English. We get flustered. So when you practice, it will become clear. Okay. So you said, I often go to the markets to buy my favorite juice. Okay, so you say, I often go to the market. Does the market have a name?
Yes, of course, its name. Some what can I say? The daughter, or named after the daughter of the market's boss. I can say syringe.
Okay, so this was kind of a trick question. Remember, and again, this is for everybody, you don't have to tell the truth, so you can make up a name. What do you think a juice, a place that sells juice might be called? Like just make up a funny or fancy name for a market that you think would be an English name for a market.
Okay. I can say Sunshine Market.
Okay, good. Yeah, I love it. Okay. Very good, and now you're being specific, right? So yeah, and practice, when you practice this before your IELTS exam, then you can become very good at coming up with just these kinds of generic pop culture kinds of names, like Sunshine Market or Strawberry Market, right? Like something that, you know. So I often go to the market, Sunshine Market, to buy my favorite juices, such as orange juice and milkshakes. Okay, what kind of milkshake do you like?
Banana and strawberry milkshakes.
Very good. I especially like banana and strawberry milkshake. Okay, so because the question is, you know, where do you buy some delicious beverages? So give me an idea of that delicious beverage, right? It's not far from my house, so I can go there twice a day. How close is it to your house? So what does it mean it's not far from my house?
It came 1 kilometer.
Okay, yeah, you can say 1 kilometer, or if you want to keep it simpler, you can just be really kind of native and natural. You can say it's 2 blocks.
Okay.
Okay, all right, and now you have a high band answer. Let's practice this. Okay, so I'm going to read the question, the answer, and then we'll do a bit of repetition. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go. Where can you buy some delicious beverages near your home? I often go to the market, Sunshine Market, to buy my favorite juices such as orange juice and milkshakes. I especially like banana and strawberry milkshake. It's not far from my house, it's just 2 blocks, so I can go there twice a day. Where can you buy some delicious beverages near your home?
I bought my. Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, you can just read it for this repetition if you need to. I'll do it one more time. So no worries, Marjona. Again, just slow and steady, right? Here we go. So I'm going to say it one more time and then repeat after me. So where can you buy some delicious beverages near your home? I often go to the market, Sunshine Market, to buy my favorite juices such as OJ or milkshakes. I especially like banana and strawberry milkshake. It's not far from my house. It's just 2 blocks, so I can say I go there twice a day. Where can you buy some delicious beverages near your home?
I often go to the Sunshine Market to buy my favorite juices such as orange juice and banana and strawberry milkshakes. It's not far from my house. It's 2 blocks away from my house, so I can say I go there twice a day.
That was very good. Okay, so when you're giving answers like that consistently, you will, at this point, for sure get a band 7, even a 7.5. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So I think the biggest factor to work on for you right now, Marjona, is just confidence. Just be confident in your English, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, thank you, Marjona. It was great to hear your voice after all these live classes, and I hope to speak with you more in the future.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for taking my speaking interview.
You're very welcome. Bye, Marjona. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody, give Marjona an applause. That was very brave of her. You know, you could feel that tension in her voice. So that's how you do it. You know, you just got to put yourself out there. In order to overcome your fears, you have to confront your fears. And that's true whether you're doing a sport like skydiving or whitewater rafting, or whether you're doing public speaking or doing an oral exam, right? You just have to confront it, and eventually you will conquer your fears. We are amazing at that. And that's what we want to do. Students, I am going to stop there for this live class, but don't worry, we will have more live classes coming up tomorrow, on Wednesday. We've got speaking part 3 for members tomorrow. So members, you'll have lots of chances to speak tomorrow if you didn't get too many chances today. Again, everybody, we do have this special discount code for our websites. It's our New Year's special. It's this code IPASS2022 to join. Somebody in the chat was saying, I don't see where that goes. So where that goes is when you're on our website and then you register for our premium package with this red button, the join now, then you have this green button here, the use coupon code. You enter it there and then you're good to go. Okay. All right, and this is for general IELTS at gieltshelp.com. If you're an academic IELTS or you're doing academic IELTS, make sure to go to our academic IELTS website with a blue background, aehelp.com. Again, everybody, if you've liked this lesson, you can book a full IELTS speaking interview practice with me in your My Student account by clicking this yellow speaking interview practice button. And again, practice with each other, so continue to use that student partner speaking. That's it for this live class. More coming for the next 3 days as well. 2 tomorrow, 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday. So make sure to subscribe, follow us on YouTube, become members of our channel. We'd love to have you as part of our community. If you have questions, aehelp.com. Have an awesome day, everybody. Stay brave. I hear somebody calling me, so I got to get out of here. I got too many phone calls, but I will be back tomorrow. Much love to all of you. You're all amazing individuals. Keep up your chins. Keep pushing forward. I'm Adrian. I'm signing out from Victoria for now. Bye, everyone.